Come on now. Bing, bing. Yeah. King of the Pit Media. I gotta talk to you about an exciting band and an exciting record, yeah? Am I gonna be reinventing the wheel with this one? Nah. I'm just gonna tell you a gas. I'm just gonna tell you a foot on the gas. Blast it. Go for a little dance. Go for a little shindig. A little mooch in the Pitzilla, yes? I'm going to talk to you about a thrash metal album, although I want to talk about the band as a whole. But I'm going to try to emphasize on one album in particular to, dial it down, bring our boundaries in, and concentrate the attention to one particular facet of this act's great catalogue. It's not an old school metal record. It's a newer release, if not a newer band in the grand scheme of things. But I'm going to be bold and say this band did thrash metal better than 95% of the OGs. Put out a better product, had better riffs, better songs than 95% of the OGs that they took the sound from, in my personal opinion. I'm going to talk about the band's first album. As far as I know, they put out 2 full-length records. If I'm wrong, call me a poser. King of the Posers TV. I'm going to put you on some game. This is a gas. Is this a niche band? Is this a band that is going to get me points? Nah. But the whole thing is I am going to sort of stand on the fact I did say that this band probably did thrash metal better than... Well, hell. I will say, objectively, this band did thrash metal better than the greats. Let's close this and have a little deco, yeah? Manifest Decimation, yes. Power Trip. So first and foremost, the band is Power Trip, yeah? One of the sickest acts. Manifest Decimation, if not Power Trip's stuff prior to this, a lot of their EP material, Armageddon Blues and whatnot. And then what came after with the album Nightmare Logic. Bro, this is better sounding than what I've heard from Exodus, Exorder, Death Angel. All of these great bands, bruh. I'm giving this band their props, and I know, there's been some unfortunate circumstances when it comes to what's happened to the actors of late, but I've got to give some respect, man. This band writes music for the moshes. Yes! There's no filler. There is no filler. This act writes music for the moshes, whilst retaining a legitimacy of roots. Thrash metal. Is it crossover? Hell. It's up for debate. People were telling me that Razor wasn't crossover. The record I talked about, Razor, which is understandable. Like, each and everyone's got their own different perspective. But to me, if you could go for a boogie, if you're not involving yourself in a little push party, if you can have a good little mooch, get your dancing shoes on, it's a crossover act to me. Yeah? If you like running, yeah? I went through a period where I got into running, yeah? I'd listen to this act. I'd listen to this record, if not the second record, frequently. Because it's a gas. It doesn't take its foot off of the gas. And every metal band on planet Earth bows down and submits to the E chug, right? Bruh, show me a band other than Metallica, yeah? That can do it better than Power Trip. The E chug is phenomenal. The production value is phenomenal. Yes. The headbang is phenomenal. The youthfulness is phenomenal. I think an element of this act, which as the title suggests, manifests through the music, is the youthful energy that is projected onto the instrumentation and encapsulated in the record. Because I could listen to, like I said, I could listen to an 80s thrash band, but it sounds aged. The production sounds aged. There's no pop, there's no clarity, there's no tightness. Did we need them? Yes, most definitely. Without these acts, there would be no Power Trip, right? I'm not a dumbass. I'm not saying that, like, this is the best thing on planet Earth and there's never been anything better. But I find it hard to come across any professional, mature thrash metal that would ever compare to the music this band was putting out. And I say professional, mature in the sense that, I'm not speaking about 2-minute 30 of blazing fast, high intensity, in your face thrash. And I'm not speaking on over complex, Havoc-esque tech shit, which is okay, but it's overboard. Do you know? I did a video that should be out before this in regards to what I believe is like the epitome of deathcore, right? And it's not because they have gone out of their way to be extreme or fast or slow or brutal or dissonant or anything in between. It's just the fact that, in my personal opinion, in my experience, through my spectrum of understanding in sound, they encapsulate everything that I believe epitomizes the sound of deathcore. And this band just has the riffs, has the E-chugs, has the vocal line, powerhouse vocals, has the driving drums, yes. This band actually revisits a song that they put out on earlier EPs, if not the demos, yeah? Entitled Hammer of Doubt. That's one of the best tracks of all time. That's one of the best tracks. Hammer of Doubt, flipping, one moment. I just got the Wikipedia up. You might not see much. It's not to do with that. It's just so I can tell you some tunes, man. Heretics Fork, that was on the Manifest Decimation record I told you. Bruh, if you like weight training, there's one particular riff. It all resolves on the E. It all resolves on the E. But they do it so well. They make it sound so unique it never gets boring. The structuring of the songs to allow them to transition to these moments is just absolute bliss, right? On the earlier stuff, Divine Apprehension, Suffer No Fool, If You're a Mosher, banger, right? Of course, you had Hammer of Doubt, Armageddon Blues, Lake of Fire, what an introduction. The Evil Beat, what a riff. What a guitar tone. One of my bands that I composed all the music for, Crossover Thrash Band, performed with Power Trip. And I was out of the band at this time. I said, screw this. Getting in a band was too political for me at that point. I thought, I can't really be arsed. And they went on to play with Power Trip in Ireland. Other than that, I never even caught him. I'd love to see him. I'd like to see him in a good environment. I don't think this band is going to go out of their way to play like in a hardcore adjacent environment, unless it's like a large scale festival now. But hell, that's all I've got to say. Metalheads, listen to me, yeah? Game recognized game. It's a quality act. I'm signing out. One love.